Well, I messed this one up. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, this new streaming software is very tricky, guys. Very pesky. I might have to go back to the old one. Okay. I hope everyone is doing well. Actually, this whole thing kind of started even before the question that was posed by the Hodinky article on what is a beater watch. And I think for a lot of people, it's the how expensive the watch is. Like obviously, you shouldn't move the lawn with your expensive watch, but but maybe it shouldn't be that way. Maybe it shouldn't be that way. Okay. All right. Lord of Fleck, I was half teasing you the other day, Tim. But do you own any Polyot Komandirsky? No Polyot Komandirsky. No Vostoks either. I know Austin Daniels' a beater watch of choice would be a Vostok, a classic beater watch. I think in kind of a lower bracket of the wristwatch community. Um, Hello, Tim. How was the Gringos show? Yo, it was amazing. Uh, let's see. Mossy, an hour early. Thankfully, I got the notification. Yeah, I'm still, man, I might have to go back to the other software because, as I said, this thing is being very annoying. But yeah, the Gringo show was really good stuff. Eating on the live stream. That's the best. That's the best. I'm glad I inspired her by eating my Taco Bell. Oh, yeah. But yeah, JJ told me that he might be going back to the Rolex Explorer 2 Polar Dial. Apparently, it was his first Rolex, I guess, because his first watch was like a Breitling, I think, right? It was the Breitling with diamonds, but it's the Explorer 2, I think that he flipped it out, and then he got the Wimbledon dial with a fluted bezel, but he was telling me like him and Marco, they're making a video on like a collection. And he said, man, he's giving this watch a lot of thought. And this is something that I was going to take with me on the hike. But as you guys know, I have acquired the Explorer 1, the 36 mil. Unfortunately, not the two-tone, but just the basic steel version. So I will be bringing this one with me instead because of the lower base weight, guys. Lower base weight on the Explorer 1. Actually, Explorer 2, I think I would get used to it eventually, but during, like in the meantime, it's pretty heavy watch. It's a really heavy watch. Uh, da, 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 da. Let's see. Watches and Denny's. The 16570 was my first Rolex. I never considered selling it. Yo, I you should never actually like you should never sell steel sports Rolexes, especially 16570. Um I wonder, do you have the black dial or the white one? Because Joe Kramer is actually considering getting one himself because uh, the 42 mil, it's a little bit polarizing. Like one thing for sure, I think women are not going to be wearing the Explorer 2 42 mil because it is quite hefty. Whereas I do see in the city, I see a lot of women who rock Daytonas, Submariners, Explorer 2s. Oh, sorry, Explorer Explorer 1s, GMT Master 2, but I have never seen a woman with an Explorer 2. Oh, and he confirms that he has the Polar. Man, that's a, that's an incredible watch. And like every iteration, it only gets better, but man, those watches are coming because like the production uh quantity on those Explorers is so small compared to the Submariners. Like every freaking wanker and his dog is wearing a Submariner. Explorer 2s are very rare. And I think there might be a flip because Explorer 2 could be considered like an enthusiast watch, whereas Submariner is just like everyone has one. So it's not as known in the wristwatch community or like just in the regular community. Just like people in general. Explorer 2 is a watch for someone who wants to wear a Rolex without saying he's wearing a Rolex. And that, I think, is one of the qualities that actually makes the Explorer a very good beater watch. Watches and Denny says the 42 millimeter is okay. I like the orange GMT hand, but to me it feels like just sort of blew up the dial. That is quite as it's not as quite as well balanced as the 40 mil. Yeah, I mean it's a huge watch compared to just the 40 mil. It's just so imposing. Like part of the reason that JJ get rid of it, he told me, was because he got he thought it was too big, and a lot of it has to do with your own psychology, how you perceive, and if people are telling you, oh, it's too big, that it does it does kind of mess with your mind. But I think like almost all the Rolexes, they're very good. They're really, and I think actually the 40's got the same movement as the 42. So the only difference, like the major difference, is the size, and that's it. Maybe the clasp, right? Also the different clasp, the modern clasp on the 42, and you got which is actually not as bad. I I I thought that the old clasp, actually seeing Austin Daniels move the link with a toothpick, like one step back, was mind blowing. I thought like, oh my God, it's just as good as the Easy Link. It's pretty incredible. Let's see. Lord Fleck, the 36 is a winner. Tried and tested and true. I agree. I freaking agree. And it's so weird. Like the Rolex went this way. They made Explorer 2 bigger and Explorer 1 smaller. It's just it's weird. One would hope that they would scale Explorer 2 back down to maybe 41, 42 mil. Maybe in 40, sorry, to 40 mil. But I don't know. I don't know. It's I think these sizes that we have right now has been very solidified, especially with Rolex now releasing stuff in 41 mil. That's the new Submariners. Although they call it 41, but it's actually not 41. However, it does feel way bigger. Actually, the 41 Submariner feels really chunky. And I think it's because of the bracelet. The bracelet, the 1 millimeter, is makes a big difference. R2K2007 says, I watched Gringa's live stream. Hey, man, me too, me too. We were kind of the ones kind of pushing hard to do the live streams. She was been very reluctant, but eventually she was convinced. She was convinced to do these things. Yeah. uh, today I need a lady sidekick to get more super chats. Hey, uh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Let's see here. Uh, Ernie Balta says I found the steel Rolex sub when I was 17 years old in 2002. Sold it for $1,500. Regret it to this day. No. What? That's unreal. You know, it probably seems like a lot of money back then. I mean, it's a huge amount of money. $1,500 for a kid. Maybe you probably didn't know how to check what the value of the watch is. I mean, it's just that is disheartening. Oh, I mean, it's not as bad as a guy who got his watch stolen by a monkey. That's, at least you got some money out of it. Uh, but yeah, man, that's kind of sad. By the way, guys, what everyone is wearing today, I I have been wearing my Explorer 2 tonight. I'm really enjoying the Explorer 2. I don't know what it is. I Explorer 1 and Explorer 2. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's just these two watches. They kind of make sense. They're so different. That's the crazy thing I think right now. They're so far apart that there is a reason to get kind of both of them. Because think about it. If Explorer 1 was 39 mil and Explorer 2 was 40, that's so close that you'll be like, there's really no reason to get anything. But you look at these two, let's see, and the difference is crazy. Hold on, it's hard. It's hard to focus. Yeah, you can kind of tell that. And these are when you put them side by side, there's huge difference. And I think I'm not gonna baby them. And I'm actually going away, guys. That's why I want to talk about these beaters. There's this whole beater situation because I will be going away in August for a month. I will be going on a really long hike, and I'm gonna be taking my Explorer 1 with me. It's gonna be my companion. Although it's possible that my brother is gonna join me for the first 6 days. He also would love to do the hike, but he just can't do the whole thing. But oh, NZ Time Teller, New Zealand maybe. I had one bit. Wait, what Bitcoin bought for $900 and sold it for 950 in 2014. That's my biggest regret. Holy moly! I mean, these things are so unpredictable. It could have been worth nothing. It's just hindsight is 2020. I could have done a lot of things. I think it's just it investing in Bitcoin is as predictable as playing a lottery. Lord Fleck, are you doing the Great Mountain Trail? No, no, I'm doing the Colorado Trail. The Colorado Trail, the CT, the CT. It's gonna be my kind of practice run for the PCT. So GMT Explorer 2 is more robust GMT. It is. Actually, the GMT Master 2 is a dress GMT. Okay? It's for more for business people. It's not a beater. Okay? It's got the luxurious ceramic bezel. Yeah, even the anodized aluminum is still kind of fragile. You don't want to ding it anywhere. It's it's a luxury piece. Whereas Explorer 2, that it's a rugged watch. You know, it's designed for spelunking, for mountain climbing, for all kinds of nasty and vicious stuff. So you're supposed to beat the hell out of it. And the fact, like a lot of people don't like it because it doesn't have the moving bezel. People are freaking obsessed with the moving bezels. Guys, stop with the freaking turning bezel. It's just it's not as great as you think. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. The turning bezel, it's not that great. It's overrated. It's overrated. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Bahrain watch collector, $20 super chat. Damn. Maybe it's my sexy t-shirt. People who have the discontinued Explorer 2, 216570 have a special watch in that it has the movement 3187, which was only developed for Explorer 2. The new Explorer, oh yeah, 226570 shares the same movement as the GMT Master 2. Oh, that's right. That's right. And actually, the 70, like a lot of people obsessed about the new 72 hours of power reserve. But as Marco pointed out, there are there coming out news that people have problem with the timekeeping. It's just when you have that longer hairspring. No, no, no. Holy shit! It's not the hairspring. It's the mainspring. What the hell? When you have that long mainspring, when it's fully wound, it exerts more pressure than when it's not as wound. So the difference in that push that it gives is very significant, and so there could be a lot of uh, a lot of problems with the timekeeping at when the movement is topped up or when it's all the way tapped out. So only time will tell what's going to happen, but I know for one thing, I'm not going out and updating to the new one. Not because not because like I don't want to. If I had a choice to buy the new one, I would buy the new one because getting the US one is actually more expensive right now. So don't sell your Explorer 2s, guys. It's going to be we're going to flip it. We're gonna flip this collecting world on its head. You know, I already convinced a lot of people. People message me and they say they've been watching my show and me spruiking the Explorer 2 kind of allowed them to rekindle their love with their Explorer 2s. And they're telling me like they're really grateful that there's someone out there spruiking the Explorer 2, and it makes them again love the watch again. So guys, if you have one, hold on to it. If you can get one for cheap, grab it. Let's see here. Watches and Denny's. My Explorer 2 was my sole watch for about 12 years. Yard work to car work to desk time. I wore it for my anything except swimming. I have a G-Shock now for activities that might make me bleed. Wow. That's incredible. The passion, the passion. I gotta tell you. NK says I use my Bezel for cooking food. On the Submariner, I guess. Yeah, I mean on the Submariner it's cool, but on the GMT Master 2, I it's and also on the Daytona, the bezel is let's be honest, the tachymeter. I have no idea what that even is. No, no, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But who in their right mind would use tachymeter to time anything? It's you have to be deranged. Turning bezel is a brilliant function. It might be it's a brilliant function kind of on paper and it's cool, but it's not as great as everyone is making it out to be. Like I have both and I got to say I never thought once in my life that if only Explorer 2 had the turning bezel. Just never never crossed my mind because the function is so good. Tom H almost pulled the trigger on the Explorer 39 mil. Whoa, what does that mean? Did you like at the AD or uh at the AD or like right now when it got discontinued? Because actually those might become collectible. Oh, Mr. GMT, Mr. GMT, Bahrain White Collector. Discontinued Explorer 2 may become collectible someday because of its movement. That's very true. That's very true. Especially because it's such a limited. There's such a limited supply of them. Um. Oh, because it is the odd one. You know what? I need to sit down and see how Explorer 2 movement differs to the new GMT movement. That would be really actually interesting to small G2002. Man, I oh, did you by the way, question, did you start watching with the Gringa? Because I hope you're not gonna be stuck today till 1 a.m. again. Perf. Hey Tim, sorry can't make it on. Heading up to the gym. Hey man, it's all good. Make Go to the gym, man. Health is first and foremost. Look at me, I'm drinking water, guys. I feel I've been feeling really sick. I've been feeling really sick lately. I'm trying to detox myself before I embark on this journey that I set myself up for. So I'm just trying to be a little bit healthier because I'm 32, but I feel like garbage. Ahmad Atia. Frankly, I think the Daytona is completely useless watch. Can't use the chronograph or read time on it. It's just you know what it is. It's like a piece of art. That's all it is. It's as a functionally, it's useless. But functionally, it's useless. But as a hmm. You look at that, video, and you're like, oh, you know what? That's why when I first learned about Rolex, I set out to get the Panda without even knowing it was called nicknamed the Panda. Because of how beautiful I thought it was. Although in real life it's quite disappointing. I think it's just that it was the first watch that had this aura of being impossible to get, right? It's like I think it was the Daytona and the 5711 was kind of close behind. Those two watches, I think they were the first ones to kind of go over retail. And Daytona, you always had to, and like in the known history, like, I think like pre 2010, you always had to beg for Daytona because before then it was unsellable. Also, the 5711 was also unsellable because we have a viewer who was a watch salesman, and he said that back in the 80s and 90s, if you sold the 5711, the salespeople popped a bottle of champagne to celebrate. So there you go. Lord Fleck, if you consult and charge in 10M blocks, any chronograph is handy. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. Uh, People tell me I heard this actually because it's got a 12-hour chronograph. It's actually really popular with lawyers because they charge like per hour, etc. So you can just set it, and then you know how much you have to get paid. Well, you have to get the chocolate dial probably. Get the more most legible one. Oh, like one of these. Or let me show you. Let me show you. You can go for the what's it called? JG LeCoultre, the Paul Newman one, or you can go with just the classic yellow. This one is not bad, or the JJ LeCoultre right here. Small G. Daytona is such a great looking watch, even 10 years later. Yeah, it's just and it's also that all that history behind it. Oh, let me drop the link in case somebody wants to come on to the show and have a talk. I completely forgot. Okay, let's see. Perf. Did you hear that watch Gringa? What watch the Gringa wants next? Get ready to say Glashütte. I can't believe it that she wants to get a Glashütte. Glashütte original. It's not my cup of tea, but there are great looking watches in every brand. So it's not, I wouldn't dismiss a brand. I think you would have to dismiss individual watches. Like there's they're just there are just some ugly Glashütte watches that I held in my hand. I wasn't very impressed. M3 Carlino, it was Paul Newman auction that set up high demand. Yeah, Steve McQueen, Perso sunglasses sold at auction for $90,000, but I still get some pair for 350, about 500. I would not pay this Rolex game. I would not play this Rolex game. Hey man, I think that's the. By the way, it's kind of embarrassing, but I do have a pair of those Steve McQueen sunglasses. I think I wore them a couple of times, maybe two, three times. I just don't like how it says Steve McQueen on them. I think it's at this point I'm starting to realize like it's kind of a little bit of a turn off for me. I think a brand should be a brand, but yeah. Ah, Lloyd Flagg's so funny. Did Rolex actually buy the Paul Newman as a marketing ploy? That's some 3D chess from that would be some 3D chess from Rolex side. I mean, it's for Rolex that's actually not that much money if you think about it. And if they did, it's genius marketing. No, that would be actual genius marketing. But I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I think I think they the whole thing with Rolex, they created a brand where these kind of things are possible. And I think if they were concerned with this 3D chess marketing, it wouldn't be. I mean, because if it was this fact, why isn't Omega setting up a false auction? That's why I doubt it. I doubt it. But Rolex is very secretive, so I wouldn't say it's impossible. Raza Motori. With an Oyster Perpetual, an Explorer, or a Submariner Sea Dweller, you can still ride the subway. With a Daytona, you must have a Porsche 911 or you will look like a fool. Ah! No! No, it's true. It's fucking true, man. Whenever I see somebody wearing a Daytona, they're driving some crazy shit, like Lamborghinis. They're driving crazy cars. But those guys bought it on the secondary market. Like, it's kind of like I'm embarrassed to show my Daytona. People will probably either think that it's fake or that, like, I don't know what they would think. It's hard to say. Like, there's a question. What do you? Oh, we got Mr. GMT. Oh, hey, Mr. GMT.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Look at this. And we got Captain. Okay. Hello,
I'm trying to
Captain.
figure. I'm trying to figure
Oh
all this
yeah,
stuff out,
sorry.
man.
Maybe
I'm confused.
I
It's
know.
the first time I've been on like this.
Hey,
I'll probably go. I'll go back to the StreamYard. This is still not fully cooked. It's still kind of in the beta phase, but I feel like I give it a try. It didn't work out. It totally failed. Totally failed.
I don't think you failed. I think we just got to get used to using it. That's all.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well.
It looks really weird, hey. Jesus. Captain, oh Captain, how you going, my friend?
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. There's actually
GMT. What?
there's actually
What are
interesting.
the odds?
Let me show you something. See, there's now you see how it can display someone half screen, then you can have two people half a screen. Unfortunately, you can't do that on the StreamYard. You can only do it like this. Ooh.
What were you gonna say, Captain? You gonna say something?
Ooh, he's breaking up.
You know what's weird is Tim. I don't know if it's my. You think it's my computer with this lag? I'm having lag.
Yeah, I think it's your
Hold on.
internet.
Let me get rid of the external camera.
How do I look? Do I look all right?
Yo, you look great. You look great.
That could be it. That definitely could be it. What's going on now?
Ooh, look at this. HBA
How do
says
I
just
got the
bought
camera
a
video
Rolex
input.
Explorer Mark II.
Talking about beaters, you want to see beaters?
Yes.
There's a beater.
Oh,
There's my beater.
The Tudor Black
This is
Bay.
my beater. This
No.
thing just keeps going and
Is
going.
that's the
and
58?
going.
That's not a 58, right? Or is that
Nah,
Black
no,
Bay?
it's not the 58.
Oh, it's
This
the
is
Black
just
Bay.
Blue bezel, black bay
Blue bezel. Nice.
41
Wow.
on a rubber strap.
Amazing. Ah, I love that. Which rubber strap brand is that?
I've got no idea. I bought it from England, right? I got it from England, but it's got the Tudor logo on the back. That's why I bought it.
Oh.
But it wasn't cheap. It was pretty expensive, actually.
Huh.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty scratched up because where am I going? Oh, there we go. It's got the logo on the back. It's got the clasp.
What happened?
So what I did was I bought it. It cost me like Australian dollars. It cost me. It's got the. Can you see that?
Oh, the shield.
Shield.
Nice.
Yeah. So it cost me like nearly just under $200 Australian. So it wasn't cheap, but it's not a rubber bee. But it's really light. It's comfortable. So it's worth the money.
We're just having fun with the rubber bracelet, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, because
It actually makes the watch a lot lighter.
Yeah, right. That's the thing with the 41 black base. They're a little bit heavier on the heavier side. Yeah, because it's kind of like I think it's probably the same weight as the Explorer 2. And this thing, after a day of use, you do start kind of feeling it. I wonder if I put this on the rubber strap.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a great idea.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd be a great idea.
That would look really nice.
That'd look really good.
I need to do it. I need to freaking
Really?
do it.
I can't wait.
What's the color of the second hand? That's orange, right, Tim? Is that an orange second hand?
Hold on, let me see something. Hello, Captain.
What happened?
Well,
Where did Captain go?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we
can't
can't
see
see you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. I just changed the resolution to
Change
I'm using
resolution.
I'm using the mic. You don't see me? All right, hold
No,
on.
I don't see you at all, mate. You've
This
so
is
disappeared.
funny.
You're
crazy.
ghosting us.
I gotta tell
What's
you,
going
that's
on?
ghosting. That's a skill, man.
The
I'm in
software, I gotta tell
Tim.
you.
I'm in invisible mode. I'm in invisible mode. I learned a lot. You can, I'm in the shadows and invisible mode. All right, I'm gonna try something
This
else.
is really weird. This has got a
Keep
whole
going
thing on the
back.
side here, so you can look at the
Yeah, beaters.
settings, and it's crazy.
Now, what, Mr. GMT, what would be like your Rolex beater? Because you
Do
just
you
gotta.
know? I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about that while you're talking about it
Yeah.
earlier. Which one would be my Rolex speeder? And say if I was going to wear something every day, all day, and I need to just pick it up and wear it,
Yeah.
it could be the one that you've got right now. Not the Explorer 2, the Explorer,
The Explorer
because it's
1.
light. It's light. You just pick it up just like the Black Bay
Just whack
and
it
just wear
on
it.
and you
Yeah, and
go.
go.
Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you use the timer bezel on the Black Bay?
No, 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 no.
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
know,
don't. I don't really need to time much things. So I've pretty got everything down pat where I am. So
because a lot of people say like they use actually one of the people in the chat, they said that they use the bezel to time cooking food, and you're running a restaurant. One would
yeah,
think
yeah.
that, but you already know how long
I
you can
know. I know how long.
feel.
Yeah, yeah. I know how long anyway. It doesn't. We've been. Don't forget, I've been in this industry since I was 13 years old. I'm 46 at the moment. So I've been doing
Wow,
this for a very long time. It's just
wow.
second nature to me.
Mm, mm.
You know.
You know, you know what could be also cool? Just to answer Mickey, who says he hates Rolex. Another option could be the 36 Black Bay without the turning bezel. It's still ETA based. Those, and they're very, because the Black Bay line, the Black Bay 58 and the Black Bay 41, because they're so strong. Those the 36 ones without the rotating bezel are very
Yeah.
neglected. But I think
Do you know I
good
was going
bang
to do
per
something
buck.
crazy? I was
Mm.
going to do something crazy. I was going to actually sell my Black Bay and buy the P01 Tudor.
Mm.
I was honestly thinking about it big time because the dealer that I deal with, he's got
Yeah.
one, and he's got one for a great price. And I'm thinking, well, I'm pretty sure
Whoa.
he'll give me a better discount on that, so I'll probably get it even better price again. And it's one of the Tudors that is it's unloved, but I'm always attracted to watches like that. The ones that I'm least liked are the
It's
ones that
against the
and quirky.
grain.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
quirky as well.
it's against the
So
grain. That watch in pictures, it looks very ugly. But I've seen, actually, they had it in stock the last time I was at, well, not the last time, but I think a couple of months ago they had it in the display window, because until that point they never had it displayed.
yeah,
But at a party, I saw a guy and he let me try on his P01. It's actually quite a gorgeous watch. And that but that
don't say that to me. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do
I'm
now? Hey,
sorry. It's just it's quirky. It's
Gorgeous. Okay.
where else is there a steel hybrid with leather strap?
I know. That's what I was just looking at it, but look, I'll have to change the strap regardless if I'm going to wear it to work. Um, but yes, even if I want to change it back, it'll be pretty easy. But I've been thinking about it. Like last night while I was laying in bed, I was just thinking, looking at it and going, "Oh, should I sell my Black Bay and get that one?" I don't know. I don't know. Just it's a thought. What do you
Mm.
guys think? What do you guys think?
Ooh, Captain just lost the connection, but we got Alex. Alex, whoa,
Oh
where
my
you at?
God,
Oh yeah,
Hey guys,
Alex,
long
he's
time
at
no
the
see.
resort.
I miss
Doing
you,
What you
good.
brother. How
wearing?
you been? I miss you, my man.
But I'm wearing the first side,
Yes.
the Mariner.
Oh,
Yes, my man.
Alex, he's saying that he's thinking of flipping it, adding 4K, and getting a
I was
bluesy.
I was I was
That's
joking.
insanity. What, Alex? What are you? Why are you giving me this stress in the morning? You know, I open up the WhatsApp and he's like, "This is guys. What do you think about this theory? Isn't this brilliant?" No, no, don't do it.
Okay, this is for the Marco. Marco, we're doing submariner in the water, okay? Marco, are you watching it?
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, yes. Go, go, go.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That is
Should leave it for
tremendous.
Marco.
Thank you, Alex. That
Oh
was
my God.
brilliant. Man, Submariner, especially No Day, is also a great kind of a beater watch. That was my first watch, and I still have it. You know, the more
Hey,
I'm
Tim.
You
thinking,
don't wear it much, do you?
Tim, I'm going to send you some photos. You may want to pull these up. I
Okay.
had these watches on wrist today when I got my bracelet. I not the bracelet. I brought in my sub to a jeweler, the local jeweler, to get fixed, to fix the movement.
Oh, okay.
And you got to see what I saw. But keep going. I'll just send this to you on
Okay.
WhatsApp.
All right, cool. Yeah, because Captain is getting his Submariner. Captain Subby Submariner stopped ticking.
Yeah. Did it stop ticking? Did it, Captain?
Stopped.
Totally stopped, man. Totally
Oh, man.
stopped. Wound it 30,
terrible,
40
bro.
times. Shook it like 10 times.
Look at this. Tim
No
S says,
go.
"Lol, it's rated for 1,000 feet underwater. Glad it survived a few inches."
Get the wetsuit, Alex. He's gonna put a wetsuit on in the pool.
I mean, still, it's so cool about that watch to be able to do that with so much confidence. To just be able
Yeah,
to,
but that's what they're built for. So
yeah. I'm hoping
cheers to him.
I'm hoping to wear my watch to some some ocean, take some pictures in the middle of the ocean. That'd be so freaking cool.
You don't wear your sub anymore, do you?
No, I wore it. It's because the Explorer 1. It took kind of. It used to be. I used to wear Explorer 2 and the Submariner, kind of flip between those two. Now I got the Explorer 1, so I've been giving a lot of love to the Explorer 1, and kind of
See, that's what
neglecting.
happens when you got too many watches.
Yeah, it is. It's that's the problem. Having too many
Marco,
watches.
my man.
Hey,
What's
Marco.
going on? How's my
Right.
volume, guys? How's my volume?
It's
It's a bit low.
a little bit
Low?
low, yeah.
Fuck me dead. I gotta put
The
this up.
Marco face.
How's this?
Okay, it's a little
Like
little
that
bit better.
face.
Fuck. I don't know why I'm so
He's
low
not
on
even
this
saying it.
fucking thing, Tim. I got my volume full blast, even on my mic too.
Oh yeah? Huh. No, now it's good. Now it's perfect.
All right. What are we wearing today, boys? I got the subby.
I just
I'm
Took
not
off.
wearing it, but I've got it here. It's first thing in the morning here, so it's a bit early.
Tuna.
explored 2, the infamous.
Well, we're
Two
talking
chains.
beaters, so I thought I'd bring that. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
2 chains.
one?
Marco.
Yes.
I'm
you know, that's
back-
one of
I'm
my favorite
back.
watches, eh? You
Yeah,
know that.
Marco told me that the tutor, the beater, the
Get
tuna,
rid of that beater. You
the
don't need
tuna
that shit.
should go in the. in the
Marco,
drawer,
I'm going to ask you a
in the
question.
junk
I was
drawer.
thinking last night, right? Sell my Black Bay and buy the P01 Tudor.
That's the worst decision you would
Yeah,
ever make. in your life.
I second that. That is awful. I'm glad
you
the
nuts?
Cardinal said
I
that.
hate that P01. It's ugly. What are you gonna do with
But
the
that's
watch?
To
what,
go
that's what
against
draws
the
me to it. Always
grain, Marco.
because
is to
can I tell you
go-
something? I'm
You
an
were
ugly
drawn by its
duckling.
ugliness. That's great. Nice.
That's the beauty. Can't you
like
see
it.
beauty in ugliness?
Tim, do a poll on that watch. Bring it up and
Oh, yeah,
let's
yeah.
see. And let's see
Ooh.
the for and against
Yes.
on that watch.
Let's
Tim, I
just
fucking hate these polls. It crowds the chat. It's like every time you like enter the stream, you know what
really
I mean?
no, but you had just click and then it goes away. No.
no, it doesn't because you have to like click dismiss poll and it's annoying.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take it off. Now the results of
All
the
right.
first poll. How do you determine whether a watch is a beater? 60% of you said it was the value or the price of the watch.
Of course.
I mean,
Come on.
but look at this.
Tim, how do you
4%.
determine a shitter? Also, how do you determine a shitter?
Well,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
price
exactly.
of the watch.
That's what I thought. By the way, that's what I thought.
It's gotta hurt.
But 27% said it was the resistance to elements. See? Oh, we got Joe Kramer. I didn't recognize him. Joe, where you at?
Jesus, that makes his nose look huge.
it's the angle. I was like, who is this
He
guy?
got the camera down by his stomach, man. He's shooting right up.
It's like
He went dark, man. Joe knew.
hold on.
He's going to the makeup
This
group.
app makes everyone completely discombobulated.
By the way, Tim, did you know you could change the resolution of your webcam on this if you click on the arrow?
How cool
I
is
didn't
that,
even know
right?
this. Yeah,
Actually,
I didn't
let
even
me
know.
bump it up.
I was
Actually,
on 480p this whole time.
Yeah, let me bump it. Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna
You gotta
go.
click on the arrow.
Yeah, but I had issues there. There was
Well,
So what do you do? Go to settings?
No worries. Cap, I wouldn't touch it, man. Cap is
Okay.
too Cap and technology, it's an oxymoron, you know what I mean?
Oh,
They
come
don't
on.
belong in the same world.
Let's see what front camera.
You know what?
Hey, I had my
Maybe I'll just keep
MacBook.
it
I
at
had my
720.
MacBook Pro before you got your MacBook.
Okay, here we go.
Staying ahead of the curve. man.
Should Mr. GMT trade Black Bay 41, right?
Yes.
For P01, and how much do you have to add? You have to add?
I don't know yet because I haven't
Oh,
made the deal yet. I
hell,
haven't
man. You
approached
have
him.
to add money on top of that? They should be paying
not
you
sure.
to buy that watch. What are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
sure.
Well, I'm just gonna put.
I'm not sure. Well,
They should
I'm
be
not
paying
saying
you
yes
at
or no.
least $500 and give you a rub and tug afterwards.
I've actually got a NATO strap, a genuine NATO strap for my Black Bay as well that came with it.
Don't get
I
that.
might keep that.
Listen, the P01's it's a nice one. I'm obviously being hyperbolic, but it ain't no Black Bay. Stick with the Black Bay. The Black
But you
Bay.
know what? But Marco, here's the thing. Black Bay is so overdone right now. I'm a little bit sick and tired of the Black Bays. I gotta be honest. Everything is Black Bay nowadays. This thing is Black Bay. That thing is Black Bay. And but the Black Bay P01, it's like the bronze one. It's weird. It's weird. It's spicy.
Tim, why
You
don't
know
you
what?
buy it if you like it so much?
You know what? If
I
I
don't
buy it,
have- I
I
don't
can
have
just
money to
imagine
lose.
Marco. The
I
way
don't
he
have
looked at
rocks
me.
in my
Open
brain.
the Rolex, Tim, and buy one of them, right? Come on.
Mr.
No,
GMT, if you buy that watch, we're no longer friends.
No.
That's it. Captain,
GMT,
I'm
we're
not buying
looking
it.
out
I
for
am not
your
risking
gotta-
that.
I
We're
got it.
true friends. We're looking out
You
for your
would tell me
interests.
honestly, I don't want you to blow smoke. If I was going to get a piece, I would tell you in advance. I'm thinking of this.
Yeah.
And if you said, Captain, that thing is butt ugly, do not buy it.
Yeah, but problem with
I would
GMT is
listen
he
to
just says, buy it right now.
Well,
just
that's
buy it.
true.
Just
Most
buy
of
it
the
every time. So it's like you're not asking for an opinion. You're just
Marco.
you're asking for validation from GMT. He's gonna give it to
Buy
you.
it.
every
You
time.
like it? If you love it, buy it.
Marco, by the way, did you see what Alex showed us?
Yeah, Tim, I gotta go and jump into a body of water with a sub, so people will just leave me alone.
Yeah, it's too
I
much.
took one thing I said and just like stretched it to like the fucking extreme version of what I would say. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Marco, you know that's gonna happen, bro. They want you to jump in the water, man. What do you
I'm
expect?
gonna do it. I'm gonna. Do it.
When you say you're not gonna do something, they want you to do it.
41.
Right.
Look, here's the thing. There's a big problem with the P01 is that you probably might never be able to get out of it, or at the huge loss. The 41, the Black Bay 41, it's like what Archie lost $400 on it. It's kind of not the end
I
of the
don't-
world.
The thing is, with me, I don't think I'll lose money on my Black Bay, the one that I've got now. 'Cause
Oh.
I've
The
got it
only
really
thing I would
cheap.
trade it for, GMT, is do what Bourbon Hard just did, which is he traded. Well, he didn't trade. He's giving the Black Bay 41 or Black Bay Blue to the wife, and he's replacing it with a Seamaster. That's the
Okay.
only trade I'd be doing. I would get a Seamaster 100% over I'd get a P01 shooter.
No, the
I'd
reason
get
why,
that.
because I reckon I can get it for, someone can do the conversion, I've got no idea, but I can get it for, I reckon I'll be able to get it for about 3.5 Australian, delivered to my door. So I don't know what that is Australian.
It's probably like what 2,000 high twos US.
It's not bad.
Hello, fellas. Had to come visit Timwrite and check out his melons.
Hello,
Tim, when are we
gentlemen.
going back to StreamYard, man? This is a disaster.
I know.
It's a disaster.
I know, man. Yeah. Look, I gave it a try, right? That's the
Tim,
Just
did
the
you
least
get this for the Twitch people? The Twitch?
No, but it's by the Twitch people. So the Twitch people made like a replica of the StreamYard
Right.
with a few more a little bit more functionality.
Well, the thing
But
is with this, I've only got this really small. You know, with StreamYard, it takes up my whole screen, so it's really weird. Half of my screen is with the settings.
Hmm.
So I don't know
Okay.
why.
I think you can click on the settings and it'll go away. No?
I don't know. I haven't tried. I'm too scared. I'm gonna get kicked off.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm gonna click on it. If I go, just bring me back. What's it say there?
By the way, congratulations, JJ, for this 4 Newman Daytona.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a quarter for what?
So, can't do it.
I think that's the most exciting AD call I've gotten so far.
More excited than buying the Patek, right?
Yeah, but that was a different circumstance. I knew it was there. I tossed it around in my mind back and forth a little bit, before I pulled the trigger. So it was a planned buy. This was such a spontaneous, present,
This is weird. I can't even look at the chat or anything. For fuck's sakes.
Even the
All
most
right.
positive guy in the house, Mr. GMT, hates this.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't answer anybody in the chat. I see them writing,
No,
but I can't
I
respond.
can't.
because
I can't even
type.
see him writing. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
You gotta click show chat at the bottom right.
Wait, Joe Kramer says,
Yeah.
I'd love to show you a live unboxing. Too bad at this garbage. Is he having trouble
I think
connecting?
he's saying too bad it is garbage.
AT&T is
Can't
garbage.
connect? Oh, AT&T. Oh, okay.
Oh, AT&T. Okay.
Okay.
His connection is
I was
garbage.
talking about the stock. Okay.
Oh.
That's because they
Okay.
cut their dividend.
Oh, he did? No surprise.
Yeah.
There
Now,
you go. Oh, there we go. There we
now,
go.
what are we looking at here? Tell me. Says
Thank
that
you, MLMJ.
1968 Rolex Submariner. Oyster Bird Submariner is a line of sports watches designed for diving, manufactured by Rolex. 1954 Basel Watch Fair. Whoa! And so you tried this on?
I put it on. Yeah, this was the jeweler where I took my sub. They serviced it over 2.5 years ago, around there, and then the second hand stopped working yesterday. So I took it to them. Local jeweler, but very reputable. They have several locations. So I spoke to the owner. He had this in the case. Yeah, they get a lot of estate watches.
Yeah, this looks like okay, it's a
1968
museum display.
Submariner. I put it on wrist. That is my wrist. You see that?
Oh,
And now take a look at the dial.
now
Take a look at the
take
dial.
it properly, but it's two-line. It's got
Bad-
tritium.
Bad picture.
Yeah.
That's the best I can.
Is this
Jesus.
tritium? Because it does
What were you
have.
thinking? Did you just completely smudge your camera or something on purpose?
It didn't
No,
focus
no.
on the right thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It is what it is. But the crystal. So this is a replacement dial. In the 1980s, they replaced the dial. So this is a 1980s dial with patina. That's what they said is patinaed, and I think the crystal has got a lot of scratches on
Looks
it.
like plexiglass.
Yeah, it looks like plexiglass. Yep, it did not. Yeah, it didn't.
Now
feel
the
or look like
hands
sapphire.
have a little bit different color. The hands were replaced maybe at a different time, or maybe, or wait. Oh, okay. If this is a replacement dial,
Replacement dial.
now is it possible that the hands are new or newer?
It's a
Very
good point.
interesting.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hands have been changed, says Marty Evans. Flat 4, Franken,
Oh, okay.
all possible.
Yeah, I think the dial, right? You were saying the dial and the hands. Well, the hands have
dials-
definitely been changed.
Yeah, the dial should have
And
been
the-
painted on, and
Yeah,
we can
the
see
dial
the hour
definitely does not
markers.
look good.
Well, so and how much do they want for something like this?
They were asking 14,000.
Whoa. Okay.
14,000 for a Franken? Hell
Yeah, Frank. See
But
that?
it's
Yeah,
not Franken.
it's not Franken because that's
It's
what they
got a
did back
replacement
then.
dial and hands. Is technically Franken.
Dude, you yourself said you would change the dial and hands and everything.
No. I said I would change the
That's
crystal.
true. I think that
I
was
said I would
yesterday.
change. Hold on. Don't take
You would
words out of
risk.
my mouth.
You
I
would
said I would
risk.
change the crystal because
Okay,
it's
I'm
not
sorry.
that
that's
big.
what
I
I
should
would do
modify.
too.
You would risk.
The crystal is not that big a deal. Aesthetic wise, you won't even tell the difference. You know what I mean? The laser etched crown, you need a 20x loop to actually see it. 10 or 20x loop, like
Maybe.
you'll never see it with the naked eye.
You know what I'll do? I'd ask him if I could keep the original crystal as well.
I mean, I think you can ask for that.
I don't know.
This
Maybe
is all
probably
you
not
get.
anymore.
With this one, this is it. You
Yeah.
get this watch, and you're stuck with it.
It's a minefield. These watches, these vintage watches. You see how people are being so nitpicky? You buy something like this, you show it to your friend, and then he goes, "Oh, but the hands and the dial, they're aged differently, and this is a Fat 4 where it should have been a Fat 6, and look at this, it's got a little bit over polished over here." It's just like, oh, shut the fuck. You know, you just can't please anyone with these watches. So, I mean, it's a lot of money for I don't know how much gratitude. I mean, you show it to like a super pro, because people who collect these, right? They want everything to be like perfect. So
Yeah, but it's a freaking dinosaur watch. What
Yeah.
do they expect?
I
for God's
would-
sakes?
I
You
would
know-
never, small G, 2002, and everyone else. There's no way I'm buying this. I just
Yeah.
put it on for for content.
yeah, no.
Content.
Thank you for the content. We're in desperate need. Although I do have a little bit of content.
Can you go? What? So we're talking about beaters. So what's
Yes.
everybody's beater on the panel?
Ah,
You know mine.
You know what? I'm kind of I think Explorer 2. I think Explorer 2 is the perfect beater. Explorer
Well, how are
1
we
is
defining a
great.
beater?
Huh?
How are we defining a beater?
You know, see, I go by the thing that how resistant it is to the elements. I think that was the trick question. Actually, 27% people said that they're agree with that. And I think like Explorer 2, because it doesn't have that moving bezel, can actually withstand a lot more abuse than the sub. It's the versatility and the fact that it's under the radar. You're not gonna get mugged. You're not gonna get beaten for your beater watch, right? That's
Why not just buy a G-Shock?
one of the
Get a G-Shock,
criteria
That's it.
is if you're wearing a watch, will you get your face smashed in Barcelona? And I think Explorer 2 proved that no, you won't. No, you won't. You will not get beaten for the Explorer 1. Nobody wants it. So that's kind of one criteria for me. Are you gonna get robbed for your watch? There's quite a few. If people in the chat have some criterias for a beater, I want to hear it. Mr. GMT. Steven.
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
What are some of your criterias, guys?
Well, mine is a beater. I believe should be a watch where you don't care if you bash it around, get it wet. Do you know what I mean? Just use it as like it's not like it's nothing, but don't care. It doesn't really affect you if something happens to it. That's what I classify a beater.
Very cool.
There's a lot of
That's why I got my
definitions.
Black Bay.
Yeah. A beater can mean a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
Depending
course.
upon the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are some of
Read
your
between the
criteria?
lines. Read between the lines on what's a beater. You know, I like Tim's though getting beat up for the watch.
It's easy to remember. Are you gonna get your face smashed in for your watch? If you won't, then it's a beater.
Yeah, a beater is if you're, whatever. If you're doing something where, let's say, you're doing something in the yard, you're doing something, fixing your car. You don't. It's a tough watch. See, there's a difference. Someone said Rolex is a beater. I mean, I guess that could be somebody's beater, but it's a tool. The Rolex sub are tool watches, right? They're tools.
Yeah.
or the GMT or the Explorer, but mine's the Black Bay 58 that Marco wants me to get rid of. But then I won't have a beater.
Ooh,
Can't get rid of
you're
that.
right.
Yeah,
Can't
for
get rid of
me,
Or
that.
you know
the
what?
beater watches,
The
you can
beat,
wear any circumstances, you know. You
right?
can
Yeah.
get into the pool, like Captain said, you can wear it anytime. When you do the work in the backyard.
You could knock it against anything.
Yeah,
Now, watches knock on doors all the time,
for
but
the watch,
you're
you don't need to
not
worry about
afraid of it,
anything.
right?
You can wear it any circumstance, like this. Yeah, I think Rolex is best beater. Any Rolex can be best beater, except for the like a gold Rolex.
Alex wears his Rolex as a beater, guys. That's when you
Well,
know
he's
you're
wearing it in the
rich.
pool right now, so
That's
it's
when
his
you know
beater.
you've made it there.
You made it in life.
Yeah, I have a lot of
A
doubts
Rolex is your
with my
beater,
Rolex.
Fikers.
Yeah.
It's my beater. Beater.
You wanna see the scratch on mine?
Yeah, in salt water, someone made a comment
It's
before.
what
Yeah,
It
but
is
who
won't,
it?
it
cares
won't
about the
corrode a
scratches?
watch.
You know what I mean?
Won't
It
corrode a
adds
watch.
character to the watch. Like, see, like I might not like go diving 400 meters below the below surface level, but I don't care about getting scratches on my watch. You know, like to me, it's my watch. You know, I'm gonna wear. I'm not gonna fucking baby the goddamn. Like I'm gonna be careful with it on the wrist, but you know, I'm not gonna care if I get a scratch or two on the bloody clasp.
Mm.
I mean, Steven, you had your watch for 20 years. I'm sure it was scratched and beat up and knocked around and
Well, it's not beat up, it stopped working.
right.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
no, but I'm
only
talking about
only
like
after I serviced it, it stopped working.
And
Which
how
tells you
many
something.
times
Don't
did somebody
service
try to beat you
your
for your
fucking
watch, Steven?
Rolex, man.
nobody
I
tried to
beat
beat
them over the
Captain
head.
for his
I beat
Rolex.
them over the head.
Right.
That would
Captain
be
took
a
his coach
big
briefcase
mistake,
and
man.
just smacked them across their head.
Smashed them over the head with it.
Captain, did you send it to the Rolex Service Center or you went to the independent?
No, absolutely
Independent?
not, man. I'm not going to the Rolex Service Center so they
What?
can
The Circus Center?
Do they give you
bastardize
warranty?
my
Du
watch.
Soleil.
Yeah,
They
The
give you
yeah,
a
I got
warranty
Rolex
a,
for
of Du
1 year
Soleil.
at the service.
yeah, I get a warranty for 1 year. So it's, of course it's like 2 years or whatever, 2 years and a few months when the thing stops working. But I'll go back. Don't worry. We'll have that conversation when I bring it back. I told them I brought it here 2 years ago. They replaced a few, I don't even know, springs and probably the seals. That was 2 years ago.
And
But
they completely
I got to
fucked
tell
it.
you, they did. There's no doubt. But now they have a new watchmaker who sources Rolex parts. But we'll see what happens.
It's all right, man. Don't stress, it'll get sorted, bro. It'll get sorted.
It's all sorted, man. Hey, when you have a lot of different watches, you don't care. I mean, not that you don't care, but you can wear your other ones, you know?
Yeah, of course, man. And you got your beater, so it's all good.
I got the beater.
Don't ever get rid of it, man.
By the
You
way,
need a beater.
let me show you guys a quick story. Let me share a quick story from our good viewer, Nothing Asian. And it has to do with, your first Rolex and never selling your watch. So let me just show you guys. So here, his first watch, he was kind of debating between Omega Seamaster 300 or Oyster Perpetual. But when he went to the AD, he got this. As you can see, this is Explorer 1 Mark 1 because it doesn't have the loom in the 369. Oh, what's really interesting about this is that so he got this watch as one
Then
and
we
done.
got Team Melon in the chat. There's somebody from Team Melon in the chat.
Team Melon.
Look at that, George Curtin. I don't know who that is. They want you to pay. They want you to pay more for the. They want you to keep using the melon. Sorry to say, but your melon is a lemon. A lemon. Just rearrange the letter.
Wait, there's someone from Team Melon.
Yeah, he says. Oh, he says we're watching. That's cool.
Oh
just
yeah,
kidding.
from Team Melon. Oh
Yeah, that's what he
guys.
just said. Just saying hi. We are watching.
No,
Oh,
we don't.
Oh no, we
want-
don't.
What
I'm
is-
just
what's
kidding.
Team
I'm just
Melon?
kidding, guys. I was
No,
just
man.
kidding. I was just
Come
kidding.
on.
Hold on. Don't
oh,
the hell's
this
Team Melon?
George. Hi, I'm
We
from
want you to
Team
drink
Melon. We
water
want
and
you
live
to
a happy
drink
life.
water and live a happy life. No, we
Okay.
don't. Okay, man. Yeah, that's.
Now I don't know what
Anyways.
to think. Anyways, back to the Nothing Asian
Okay,
story.
the Nothing Asian. Yeah. So what's really interesting is that so he gets this Explorer 1, right? And he wears it
And then
for several months. and then he sells it to his son
Right.
for like a year. Who wears it? As you can see, look how loved this watch is. All the scratches. The scratches make me so excited. I want my watch to kind of look like that. A little bit used and abused, to have some history to it. And what's interesting is that he actually bought it back from his son. That's how much he freaking loves his Rolexes, guys. I mean, this is like next level passion. Uh, and I think, like, what a cool watch to have as a beat. Now, is this what? Now, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's the Mark One. It's got the short hands. It doesn't have the loom." Oh, but you know what? Like, man, all of these watches are freaking amazing. And I think, guys, don't go for the hype. I think the only thing that kind of matters, like any Rolex is equivalently good. Just, man, just keep what you have and just love what you have, guys. Don't be chasing that next upgraded model. We're not buying Vacheron Constantins here, okay? Vacheron Constantin,
Not yet.
not yet, not yet. Maybe in the future, you don't know. But
Tim, we need to stop spooking them. It's Breguet. It's all about Breguet. That's my new.
Breguet.
yeah, what
I gotta
happened to
stop
Vacheron?
spooking
No one's
VC.
talking-
Everything
no
from
one's talking
VC is up
Breguet now.
across the board. Well, that's
I
the point, Captain. Let's divert their attention, guys. Breakster. The Breakster.
Can
Tim,
you?
you
I
didn't
was
see that
thinking of selling my Submariner to my brother. I would probably have to buy it back later.
Well, just get a sermon. Get a sermon.
But it's my Submariner.
Tim, there was another picture of a Rolex dress piece.
Oh, yes, yes. What is
I don't know.
that?
I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, we had it on the screen actually. We never
Yeah.
got
The
to it.
toxic sludge.
Yeah.
What's
But I'll
this?
tell you what.
Is this a Cellini? Is
There
this
we go.
Is this why Cellini is toxic?
See, look at this though. I had to take a photo,
Yeah.
right? Because it's I'd never seen one like this before.
Yeah.
It's a Rolex. It says precision.
Precision, yeah. It kind of looks like a Calatrava mixed with Explorer 1
Tim, you think that dial is repainted? It looks repainted.
repainted.
It might be the photo.
I'm sure the chat's going to tell us 40 things wrong with the
Yeah,
watch,
I
but
don't think
look
it's
at the
repainted.
R. You see the R? Look at the R. How dark it is.
I just think you talking about this R?
No, the bottom one.
okay, guys.
What
Is this-
bottom? This one?
Precision, where it says precision.
Oh,
the R after the P.
Oh, this one?
What
No,
about
no,
it? No, the R is fine.
no. The
You
R is
blind-
spiked.
you
No,
blind, man?
look how close it is to the P. Also, no, I think. I
They're
don't know.
using Sanskrit.
No,
script.
it's the low definition picture. I don't
Right,
know.
it might just be
Captain
the-
Sub
Yeah,
is
Cap-
he has a
Captain-
high resolution camera, but he's using the
Captain
lowest
doesn't know how to
settings.
take freaking photos for some reason.
It's the iPhone, man. The 12
Right, small
Max.
geek.
Yeah, but
even
you know you
said
have to go
precision
to
looks weird.
settings
The way
and
that
enable
it's
the
written, it
high
looks weird.
definition.
Oh, I do? No, I didn't know
Yes!
that. Oh man.
That's the problem right there.
Right there you
Even
go.
the
Using
light.
an
Yeah,
iPhone.
right. The
I'll
light
go
on the
back.
P.
I'll go back. I'll get a
is
better
gone.
picture.
I'm using my.
Look at Marco though. To your point, look at the font on the 3 and the 9. That almost looks like the code. I hate to even say it. The code 1159 font.
Stop
look at that
it.
9. No,
Stop
look.
it.
Look at the way
Stop
they did
it.
the 3 and the 9. I'm not saying it in a good way. It's a bad. But see, Tim, you nailed it
Yeah.
again because of your vast knowledge of Patek Philippe and
See,
Rolex.
Thomas Anderson says looks like a redial. 100%. This
Look
is
at-
definitely a redial.
Look at the lugs. Look at the lugs.
Kind of
Marco loves those lugs. Exactly. The teardrop lug. So it's got Vacheron.
It's got
I'll
Les
say is
Eastery
this.
chronograph. I'll pull it up. Yeah, it's actually very
the
similar.
bastardized
Think
watch.
about it.
kind
This-
of
it's not-
reverse
this-
teardrop kind of
This
situation.
is probably like 100% authentic, and everyone's saying how bastardized it is. But think about this.
That's the thing with the vintage watches. You can but people will say, "Oh, don't you love the vintage watches?" But then as soon as you show someone a vintage watch, they go like, "Oh, look at all these things that are wrong with it.
Right.
What's wrong with you? Why would you even take a picture of this watch?"
Here, Tim,
Okay.
I'll share my screen.
But,
He's
but
right.
is this dress piece better looking than any of the Cellinis that I've seen come out? Over the last few years, if not.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I mean?
cleanliness. I
If
love.
they did this,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they just do this if they
Yeah.
wanted a dress piece that people might actually, they want to
Oh, yeah,
stay with
that looks-
Rolex?
It's
Yeah.
too
What is
plain.
that?
Too plain.
Yeah,
Way
but they
too
need
plain.
one. Vacheron's got
See, look at the lugs.
patrimony.
This is the Le Historique chronograph.
Lange
It's
has
you
this.
go.
very similar. The
Ooh,
lugs are
looks
very
like
similar.
Vacheron is getting their inspiration from Rolex dress watches.
Well, I want to go
That's
there.
what it is. That's
I
what
want
it
to
is.
go there. But yes, the lugs are very, or at least the profile.
Well,
is
how
very
much did they want for that Rolex?
That was cheap. She's
Better be
Yeah, but
bloody
look at the
cheap.
size.
It's
It's probably
bastardized.
like 33 millimeters.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's tiny.
Yeah.
I think it was
For my
like
child.
four
It's for my little
thousand,
girl.
like
$4,000.
$4,000.
That's bargain.
Obviously, the strap is.
Oh, and this is probably $4,000 worth of gold. Is this? It's not gold. It's solid gold, right?
I didn't ask, but I would assume it is. They're not doing,
Yeah.
Rolex. If they use
Yeah.
gold plate, that would be like,
Cheap and nasty. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I've got something similar to that.
I mean, I think the 4,000 price just reflects how much gold is in the watch. The strap doesn't kind of match the watch.
No,
The
the
white
strap is
stitching,
the
yeah.
strap is a total aftermarket piece of garbage.
And that crown, I think
there
there's
you go, it's
something wrong
bastardized.
with the crown. I might be crazy, but I don't think Rolex. This might be an aftermarket crown, because I don't think Rolex uses this kind. Usually Rolex has a Rolex on their crown.
Yep.
This kind of looks weird, and also different shade of gold. I'm not an expert. I'm just
Jesus,
looking
now
from this.
look at you, Tim. You're doing the same thing as everyone else.
I-
Checking out what's wrong. with
no,
I
on
wouldn't
the
be saying
crown-
these things if we
Yeah.
weren't analyzing this watch.
We're ripping it to shreds.
Yeah.
The crown to me is like almost a Cartier type of crown with the
Yes.
where they have that jewel. So I would think it very well could be a bastardized crown.
Yeah.
They
You
should
know, I
just
bought a
put
watch.
Franken right over the dial.
I bought a watch. I bought a Miga that looks similar to this. It's I think early 70s, and I'm wondering if it's bastardized as well. Because apparently this guy that had it was the one owner. I think he worked in a bank and he got it as a gift
Ooh.
from the bank. And now I've got to go and analyze my watch, but I've had it for years. So,
Oh.
Jesus.
They used
Yeah.
to use gold plate, they said, and 14 karat solid gold. So it could be one or the other.
You know what? Like, I gotta say, the funny thing is, I have a feeling like that the crown might be gold plated, but the watch looks gold because there's something like you can see that the case is really old. You can see all the scratches, and if it was gold plated, you would see a little bit more wear, and you would see a little bit more underneath the case. It would show, but you look at the crown, and it's kind of like more yellowy. Let me see. Let me zoom it in there. Yeah, you see, it's kind of a little. Actually, you know what? Let's Google. Let's go to Chrono 24.
That's a great idea. Jeez,
Yeah.
you come with some good ideas to me.
Let's just check it out. Maybe
Let's
you
check
know
it
what?
out.
Yeah, Rolex Precision. Okay, you see how their crowns are. These are Rolex crowns, but
See, Tim, these are beaters.
oh,
These are
look at
beaters.
this. This is very similar, but look at the crown. You see that?
Oh, there we go, Tim. I
That
think
looks like
you
the
nailed
proper crown. Oh, and look at these teardrops. I like this
Oh,
one more.
They
oh,
stole it. There it is. Vacheron's is a phony.
Whoa.
What are you talking about? Vacheron came out with this way before Rolex did.
We're
Let's
just
go to the
messing with
history.
you,
Fucking, I
man.
can't believe Vacheron would
Yeah,
go
but you
that far.
love those lugs anyway. It doesn't matter who makes it. You love
Yeah,
those
but it's
lugs.
ugly, and the case is too small.
That you know
This
what?
case size is like 30 millimeters, guys. What are you gonna
You
read
know what?
on
I
this?
gotta
You can't even
say-
read the dial.
It
I
could be a
think-
woman's watch. I'm
Yeah,
not,
it could be
look, I'm
my-
not buying
Look at the
this
size
piece
of that.
shit.
That's for a toddler.
No. This
Buying
is
this
this
shit.
is ladies'
That's not a
watch. This is
watch.
definitely
I
ladies'
said
watch.
I bought for my daughter.
Right,
Yeah.
that's for like a 3-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna wear this watch that small? You can't read it.
Hey, Bourbon Hard.
Put it on a dog.
Birmingham.
Hey, are you in the market for a ladies' Rolex Precision?
Is it legit or
It's a Franken.
are
It's a
we
Franken.
just yeah?
Yeah, it's
Well,
definitely.
we don't know.
Determine
yet.
it's a
We
Franken.
think
We don't
we,
know.
we've made our judgment based
So,
upon
but
numbers.
here-
Steven is 100%.
But here's something to consider though with some of
Okay.
the older vintage pieces. When people didn't collect Rolex like they collect Rolex now, right? And so back when Rolex was using, they had watches that had movements that were outsourced movements, right? So the idea of like a Franken, I don't think it held the same stigma back then as it does now.
No.
Look at this.
Ooh,
Look at that.
debunking the Franken myth, one
Yeah.
piece
It's possible.
at a time.
Yeah, it's
Well,
possible.
Well, let me ask, Birmingham, would you consider like a
Ooh, it's a
repainted
steal.
dial, Franken?
Deal.
I'm not that
anyone interested in $1 million?
Should I go back there now and like break the window and grab it?
Wait,
If it's
who
worth
put
$1
this
million?
on for sale? This
I
is
wanna
a
check that
joke.
out.
I
Who's
gotta
with
be
you?
honest. From Kuwait, they want
Like
$1 million for this.
What is it, like a piece unique?
Dude, I mean, this is just a Franken. There's no way that this bracelet is made by Rolex. This is just a
It's a complete
it's a
bastard.
joke.
It was
It's a
won by
shooter?
the Sultan of Dubai. Look at this thing.
$1 million. What the hell? Like this, the
So what
crazy.
would you call
Scroll
this a
down to the
beta?
description. Scroll down to the description. What
Oh,
do they
okay.
say?
I inherited this watch from my uncle in 1981.
That's
After
a red
he
flag.
passed away in Brazil. Yeah, it sounds like a legitimate thing. It sounds like the letter from a prince of Nigeria.
Yeah, this is
It's
Nigerian
original
prince, yeah.
Rolex gold. This is the only 9726 original which still exists in the world. No other one is original, and this never
Dude,
made.
my favorite thing about reading some of these
Yeah.
is like the horrible grammar, like they can't spell things, and it's like
Dude,
Jesus.
this is
guys.
Birmingham, I'm never writing you a letter in my life. I'll be completely friggin'
Honestly,
analyzed
Hold
and
on.
screwed
Well,
over.
if no, because if your letter's just like "What's up, bro?" then yeah, I'll respond. It's forgivable. But if your letter says, "Hey, I'm in real hard times, but I'm really wealthy. Wire me this much money, and we'll be rich together," then I might look at you a little bit skeptical.
Wait, I thought you wanted to send me $2,000 to be part of a shop build out and a private Facebook group.
Exactly. Like that's exactly like. But people fall for it, man.
Oh, yeah.
These Rolex
Damn.
shots.
So,
They shouldn't even allow Chrono 24 should not even allow that listing on its website.
I know,
Of course
right?
they should allow it. Why not?
No, of course they shouldn't.
It's called
allow it.
capitalism, baby.
No.
They
Free
get their
market,
as
free
long as they
market.
get their cut.
No. It's
Everything
called
is
fraud.
allowed, my friend.
It's called fraud, my friend.
As long as you get their cut, everything is allowed, my friend. Everything.
Free market capitalism, right, Marco?
That's right.
But what's scary is that when you have places like eBay that do their like eBay verification stuff,
Yeah.
that's where it's like eBay recognizes that people have been screwed before, and so now for larger purchases, I really wonder how well their authentication service
Right.
really
I'd
is,
love
because
to
there's
know
already
who does
people that
that.
are already reporting that
Ooh.
they miss things.
What happened?
What's so special about that?
Oh, open case. You see a movement. How many Rolex movements do you see?
What do you
in
mean?
your
It's a
lifetime?
closed case back. They just took off the case back.
They took off the case back.
No, look at that. It's open.
Oh,
It's
Captain.
a
It's getting lifted.
Oh yeah, by the way, what is this move? Oh, it's a Rolex
It's like the
move.
Patek.
Yeah, it's a
The,
manual one movement. It might be.
It's beautiful.
Is
It
that
might
Frank?
be the same one as that one or it's a similar one that Profit. Well, first of all, look at the what's it called? You see that on the balance cock? There's that hand. It's
Yeah.
completely off center. That needs to be serviced, guys. That 100% needs to be serviced. Yeah.
Jeez, I'm glad you can pick that up.
Yeah, that should. No, I mean it should be in the middle somewhere between
Right.
plus and minus.
No, yeah, it's a regulate. Well, it's supposed to like regulate the movement.
I mean,
but yeah,
the
it's
fact that it has this regulator, that's pretty impressive.
I'm pretty sure there's a manual one Rolex move. Hold on.
Yeah.
It should say the caliber number on the movement. 17.
no.
I don't see it. Might be covered by something.
Yeah.
that we don't see it. Or maybe it's on the case fly, like on the case.
Oh, maybe
so-
it's on the back.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah, they might put on the back.
You know, when I bought the Amiga, this guy took the case back off,
Hmm.
had it running, right?
Yeah.
just to show me that it's all working and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Oh, Lord Flex says, Tim, you want to have your mind blown? Search for Nigerian prince in Edmonton sometime. Ooh, okay. Check it out. Well, what happened? You guys heard about this?
No. I'm gonna pull it up on stream though. Those are like Nigerian prince in Edmonton. Edmonton is in Alberta in Canada.
Tommy says eBay has authenticity guarantee, though they sent it to a verification before it goes to you.
Right, but who's verifying?
But with the vintage pieces, good luck verifying anything.
Yeah, and I don't think they're actually opening it up and going through. You know, they're not going to open it up and really go through it to see like, oh, are all the parts 100%? It's just I think it might just be more of a like, oh yeah, they actually sent the watch that was photographed and that was listed, as opposed to people that will make purchases and they open up the package and it's empty and there's a big process that they have to go through and complaint and all that kind of thing.
Guys, I have a genius idea for a verification system.
Oh, great!
You want to hear my idea? I think this is how eBay does it. Check this out. Step 1: collect a cut for verification.
Of course, that's the first step.
Take 10%. Skim it from the top. How much did they charge for the verification?
Who knows?
I think it's a percentage of the. And they only do it for. I can't remember what the cutoff is. If it's like over 2,000 or over 3,000, so they don't do it for lower end watches like a Ming or something like that. They won't do it.
For shitters.
Oh,
the more expensive.
Well, Ming's a bit more than 3,000.
Alex, $10 super chat. I met a beautiful Canadian lady with a Datejust 34 at the hotel bar. We were flirting a bit, but her boyfriend with Daytona showed up and took her away. What a heavy hitter should I wear at this situation? Oh, how do you top a Daytona?
A Grand Classique from Patek Philippe.
Tim, do you know what I don't like about this setup? Is if I fart, right, I'm going to start glowing like a friggin' balloon, and I'm trying to hide it.
So they know who's adjusting their chair, huh?
Yeah, that sucks, man. Can't even be discreet.
Yeah, yeah, because it lights up. Puts you in the
right
square.
around.
They know immediately who it was.
Oh yeah. Before, with StreamYard, I was doing it. No one knew. It could have been anyone. Now, it's definitely me. I'm screwed.
To answer Alex's question, I mean, what the question is, what kind of Daytona was it? Was it like solid gold?
It was a day date, he said. Day date.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. A day date. I misread it. I said he showed up with a day date. I'm an idiot. Okay. Oxley. Abraham Lincoln High School, guys. Okay. It was a day date with diamond indices. Oh, okay. I think a day date. What tops a day date? I think. Does a Daytona, a gold Daytona top a day date? What do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure.
I think in modern world, I think it kind of does, but I think still a lot of people would consider a day date a little bit higher
than a steel Daytona. But if you're talking about
not
gold
the steel
Daytona,
a gold Daytona.
Yeah, I've seen a gold Daytona tops a day date.
Or a platinum Daytona.
Yeah, but who wears a day date? James Gandolfini in Sopranos. Tony Soprano.
What do you mean? JJ wears a day date?
JJ also.
We need to ask JJ. He has both.
And JJ.
Which one is higher? Working Ed Sharpie says platinum day date. Man, platinum day date's like, get the hell out of here. You peasant.
Platinum Daytona.
Or Platona.
Flexing.
No. Jesus.
Have we verified if JJ's actually in the mob? Like,
you know what? The way he speaks and stuff, you'd think he would be a.
Mister, that's just his accent. He's a Brooklynite, guys. Are you kidding?
I know that's his accent, but it's just the way all the jewelry, the way
Yeah, he's owned restaurants, right?
Yeah.
Mr. GMT, that guy can't cook. That was a front to launder money.
You guys are nuts.
I love JJ, man.
Just so you know, I always hear you guys.
JJ, we needed
You see how
to
quiet
answer.
I was, JJ? Did you see?
What is higher on the scale? A day date or a Daytona? Gold Daytona
There
or
we
gold
go.
day
Oh
date?
shit, Archie's
Bring
going
the
live right now. What the fuck's
Right now?
Holy
Just
shit.
without
it's
any
7 p.m.
announcement?
Yeah, he never gives us a.
Oh yeah, no heads up. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. It's a great show, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We'll think about it. JJ,
Yes.
what is higher, a gold
depends
day
what
date or
Daytona.
gold Daytona?
Which one? Which Daytona?
Like a gold Daytona, full solid gold
Oh, good Daytona.
Daytona.
Value. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but I reckon the day looks better.
Oh, I prefer it too for the price, especially.
You heard it, Alex. Maybe a solid gold Daytona. But which color? Ooh, it's gonna be a question for the next episode. Stay tuned, guys. All right. Wait, how do I end this thing? Oh, right.